bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. Like bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Hey. Yeah, I don't have a fixed schedule at the minute, so streaming's kind of all over the place. But we'll get there with it eventually.
Give me reasons to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out, you can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones, you won't ache my soul, you can't get to me.
One Dagger is fun. That Balnday fight today was really good. I think as long as you got decent weapons, your armor should be fine to switch whenever and just get a feel for the playstyle. Turn this music down a bit. There we go. Took way too long to get that turned down. Yeah, I mean, I don't... We've got a fair bit of time by the look of things until, like, any change in gear to tier 2, so now's a good time to farm any kind of build and just flesh things out as you go. Things are going to stay relatively cheap for a while. I'm going to finish off the build fully as we... Oh, you're fucked. As we go. Once we get 2-star dungeons, I'll pick up some extra pieces for more damage in PvE. I'm actually going to die. No, I'm not. Yeah, if you've not got the skill conversions because you've already used them from when you leveled, then grabbing them is going to help a lot. It's good if you, because you've got like a build in mind, it means that you can be efficient on how you convert as well. You're not just converting everything. Like, you don't need everything to start with. I like Dagger as a playstyle. I think Dagger's got a really good playstyle. It's just a very specific playstyle as well. I think they've done a really good job with Throne in terms of everything has an identity and a role. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I like a lot about it, is the utility on the build is really good, or on the class as a whole. The utility just feels good. Dagger is very much a ranged assassin. Like, it has the potential to bring AoE to the party as well, but it excels on finishing kills and bursting. It's a very bursty. I was toying with it for my ult, but I'm going to be playing Staff Dagger on it. I don't have any real like ult that I play, so that's going to be it. The other ults are kind of dead ults from tier 1 where I just farmed lucent on them, but I never bothered playing them or gearing them like this. They're sat there with full dungeon tokens and abyss points and everything. I think there's a lot of crossover between Dagger and One Dagger, especially if you're already running evasion. I think a lot of the pieces carry over pretty well. Depends whose build you're following or what build you're following. To be fair, you're going to be squishy no matter what. There's one dagger. That's one of the biggest downsides to us, is we are squishy caught outside of cooldowns. Like if you watch when I'm fighting in World PvP, there'll be a lot of times where I've got Blessed Barrier up and Shield up and stuff. Not because I'm taking damage, but because I'm expecting to take damage. And I'd rather have it up and not need it than not have it up. And I can always back out when it's on cooldown. Anything useful? Please be heavy. No, by chance. Useless. Utterly useless. I don't think I can even live for it because I've probably already done it. Yeah. RIP. That won't work. There's no bot command set up at the minute. Fuck me. We've pulled everything. My targeting's dodgy itself for PvP. Yeah, we'll leave them to finish that off. It adds another dot. So for Curse Explosion it adds a shit ton of damage. Ton of damage. When factoring it into Curse Explosion it adds the same amount of damage as a triple stack of Touch of Despair. Which basically means that you got 3 more dots. mean, it's a very simplistic view on it, but that's basically what it does. You don't need to afford it. Like, just get the fragments. The fragment. It's already cheaper to buy the fragments than it is to buy the weapon. Or it was the other day when I looked it up. So it's not a case of doing it that way. I mean, the other option's obviously being in a guild and doing arch bosses and seeing if the guild will give you the weapon, but it's one of those things. There's equivalence in tier 2. Like you can get very close. You don't need Tevent for it to be playable. And yeah, you could save up for it in the long term as well. And if you prep for tier 2 in the right way, you could make a lot of money. I mean, people are arguing with the information I put out in that video, saying that it's wrong, but it is definitely not wrong. Yeah, so the way it works, so people are telling me about dungeon tokens. I think what they're trying to say is that the dimensional currency used, this one, to actually get loot from dungeons is different, but it's not. Unless they've changed it from Korea, it's exactly the same. It just costs 450 instead of 300 per dungeon. The different currency doesn't come until Talandra, and then there is a different currency for dungeons. But at the minute, on KR, it's not changed, so unless they change it for us, which I would be massively surprised, it's going to be exactly the same. And there's a lot of time to do that stuff that I said in. It's not as if it's like needing to be done by next week or anything, because we'll get 2-star dungeons before we get tier 2. I didn't want a kite. Just wanted to kill. Stand still. Stand still, you muppet. Jumping around like a fucking ape. Yeah, grips the executioner, nice. I think lots of people that come to this channel have said the same, that they've ended up switching to one Dagger after seeing it. It's just a fun playstyle. Like in PvE, it's a nice kind of relatively smooth playstyle, and in PvP, it's just got so much potential. Yeah, this build that I'm using for dungeons is the one that me and Cammy basically did for the 22-second kill. The difference is I did Curse Wasteland, so I put Shadow Strike on instead of having this on. Like you'll see in a lot of my like quick kill time videos where I do like I do the kills, there'll be leftover skill specs. Like people point out like why have you got a point in Shadow Strike when you're not using it? Because the points aren't needed anywhere else. The fundamentals of the build very rarely changes. It's just one dagger has so many little things you can have differently. So in that last run, I switched stealth in so that I could go and activate one of the levers quickly, without having to kill anything until the way back. I switch Shadow Strike in when I'm doing fights like Curse Wasteland because 9 times out of 10 I have to end up soloing it, and I can just exploit the fact I can teleport and skip the mechanic. So a lot of these things are the passives are pretty much the same, but a lot of this stuff is just relatively interchangeable. The core of the build will always be the dots into Curse Explosion with your self buffs up, and using Karmic for the extra 9 seconds. These are always going to be the fundamentals of the build. There's just little things that change. So in the kill videos for like the Gate of Infinity, if there's a boss that does enough Fury attacks that you can reliably Fury attack, having the Chaotic Shield on instead of the dodge roll if you don't have mana issues will allow you to get a faster cooldown on your dots and allow you to stack them quicker. So once you've Curse Exploded, you can get 3 dot refreshes and get the cooldowns up quicker, and that speeds that build up. In dungeons though, bosses don't die fast enough, so you'll run out of mana if you try running that, and on some of the Gate of Infinity bosses you'll run out of mana if you try running this as well. So it's just not a viable option. There's certain Gate of Infinity bosses with ads. There's the one where I think it was last week's, the big knight guy that spawns like 2 skeletons. You can exploit Full of Corruption with the AoE dot from this. So I switched some points into Radius, picked Radius up, rotated in Full of Corruption, and that allowed me to keep Full of Corruption up to get the uptime on the buff, the mana regen, and burst the boss. So it's just, you'll learn over time little intricacies. Those videos aren't made as like a guide. It's purely a case of this is the time we got this week kind of thing. And it's nice to see how we compare to other builds. So crossbow dagger is by far like the burstiest class. So Cammy's got a time of 22 seconds on this. And then if we look at the crossbow dagger's fastest time, we've got a 20-second time. So we're doing it at a similar time frame to crossbow dagger, which is a really good position to be in terms of bursty damage. And no, I think my build doesn't have enough HP in it. To answer that question, it does not have enough health. I think it needs more. And in tier 2, this health will be closer to 20,000. For PvE, full damage 100%. For PvP, I would just die. We only fight as a 2-man guild, as a 2-guild alliance. We're often against bigger numbers. I would die way more than I do at the minute. Once we get 2-star dungeons, I'm going to get the Shadow Harvester boots, and then do we get on that magic church? I'm probably going to play 2-set Phantom Wolf, probably chest and legs, and gloves and boots, Shadow Harvester for PvE, and then I'm going to flex the build around a bit to get more damage output in PvP as well. I need Belt of Bloodlust to replace this so that I can get better stat breakpoints, but then I'm playing with a build that should bring a lot more damage, but at the minute it's just not viable or worth it. And I'm just not investing in this build at the minute because there's no real point in doing so. Ah shit, actually I can't do that yet. Mastery. Golden apple. That's why. You don't need Tevin Wand for this to work. Like, you can play it perfectly fine without Tevin Wand. Yeah, I'll die very quickly without this level of health, because as it stands I can't survive Greatsword without cooldowns up, and the amount of damage that I take or that I get hit with because of the role I play. If I was playing in the main ball, then yeah, I could probably get away with it. I play on Talus at the minute. But yeah, I think if I played in the main ball, I could get away with a lot more. What am I looking for? I'm not getting any mastery food. Hope these don't overwrite each other. Well, they probably do. No, they don't. Cool. Mastery farming it is. I think playing full damage it's definitely viable. It's just not something that you really want to do if you're trying to get big bombs off, because your sleep's not guaranteed. You can miss your sleep a lot, and if you start missing a lot of sleeps, you're going to be struggling without having defensive and health pool. I mean, it's definitely possible. Like, you'll get some decent bombs off and do a lot of damage. If you don't have Tevent, then you want Laquaris or whatever it's called, the dungeon one that gives you stealth at low health. No, having Shadow Harvest. If you don't have Shadow Harvest, the mask, it's not done to use just to. Like, there's no genuine Bis build. Top 100 kills, yeah, definitely reasonable. I mean, I'm not top 100, but I haven't played as much. I'll be doing world bosses in a bit anyway. A significant difference between popping on 2 and 3, but you don't have the luxury of getting to 3 a lot of the time. You kind of got to take what you can get at the minute. That's why Tevent's so nice, because you can basically forgo stacking and get the equivalent of 3 stacks up anyway. Which is why if you watch my videos of like the recent fights, I get a lot more kills. Like, you very rarely get full stack, it just doesn't happen. No, my Tevent one was given to me by the guild. The Tevent ones were always going to go to Dagger ones in the guild. Like, that was a non-negotiable. It was always going to Dagger wand. I think what you want to practice doing is getting a dot up on your main target before you sleep. Then if you notice you've got the room to get a second dot up, then go for it. But you're not going to get full stacked, then I wouldn't worry about getting full stacked. It's going to be something you struggle with. Like, I really don't bother paying attention to my stacks on targets. If I'm in a duel, it's different. If I'm in a 1v1, it's different. Or like 1v2, 3, whatever. But when I'm in mass PvP, I don't pay any attention to it. Yeah, glad you like the vids. I love how people are arguing with me about the tier 2 having a different dungeon token, and then stating but they've not played on Korea. It's like, I've been playing the game for almost a year. I'm giving my information based on what is current on Korea and what the situation was there. Cracks me up. It's YouTube comments for you. Not sure if I've got any contracts actually for this while I'm doing it. Have we got any Silius? We do. Yep, still using the daggers until tier 2 when we get some fatal stigma daggers. I'm not in the place I thought I was. No, you don't need to wait for tier 2, because if you wait for tier 2 you're not going to be able to transition optimally. Like, Shadow Harvester boots are worth it when you can get them. If you can get them, they're worth it. That's why I'm waiting for 2-star dungeons. That's why my boots have been blue all this time. Positioning on large scale depends entirely on your group and your role. So my positioning is entirely different to anybody in a main ball because my entire positioning is based around flex. And we rotate rapidly, so we move very quickly between point to point, take fights at each point, and then clear targets. So the way that we play is a lot less kind of set up and calculated. It's a lot more sporadic. So positioning wise, I always want to be near my tank at the start of the push so that they can use devotion or whatever it's called, the damage mitigation. Then I want to position myself in stealth ahead of them to get the sleep, and then I want to back off behind them to do the damage. But it never really plays out that way. I think the problem, well, not really a problem, but the main thing in this game is people get very tunnel visioned, and targeting is very difficult. So if you can get yourself in within a group of people, it's harder to target. And if you can kind of skirt around the sides, people tend to look at immediately in front of them. They don't look behind them, they don't look to the sides of them. So if you can position in somebody's peripheral, then you're in a good spot. And I play as a sleep bomb. I don't heal, much to the dismay of my team. None of our 1 daggers play as healers. There's better options for healers. Sure, I dodge rolled that. Really? Where's it come? I never do. I always forget. It's pure laziness more than anything. Like, I have to pay attention to it. No, I say I don't. I could just pop it whenever, but I just never bother. I mean, the damage is pretty weak as well. especially in this build. The whole point of this build is just to AoE shit down. But I am seriously lazy when it comes to using that skill. I think that's one of the take-homes I can kind of get from this, is that I need to be a bit more proactive with my play. I'll make a concerted effort to use it. Gets picked up a lot. Loads of people notice that I don't do it. There is genuinely no reason for not doing it, I'm just lazy. But I've played since the start of Korea, so it's one of those, we never had it. So when it got changed, I just never paid attention to it. I need to sort my skills out because this is getting a bit out of control now. So I need to actually sort my skills out tonight. Although this isn't where it needs to be. This'll help, but keep selling these because I need Solent. Gonna need a couple 100 million for tier 2 eventually. Let's go argue with more people that are going to tell me that T2 dungeons have a different currency. I think it's because I've moved my microphone lower because it's picking up a lot of breathing sound when I'm still recovering from being sick. I need a new mic. I need to sort my mic out again because this is the one that I use for work. This is literally the one I use in my day job. And it's a, what's it called? It's for use on a telephone basically. It's not a proper mic. Purple shots. Do you mean purple shots? The skills or the parchment for skills I've been farming non-stop since contract started. It's one of our biggest bottlenecks. But yeah, if I put my mic higher up and it's easier to hear me, the problem is it picks up everything. It picks up when I vape, it picks up when I sneeze, when I sniff through my nose. So we're trying to avoid it. What I might be able to do though is potentially increase the volume on it through OBS, see if it fixes it. A written guide about the prep video. Yeah, lots of people have asked for that. I could show you what I have in terms of a written piece of guide, or like the bullet points that I had for that video. It's quite literally like 4 bullet points. I do wanna do a video that kind of explains the process of blessings and using your existing gear, all this other stuff, like how you're gonna be able to benefit from being geared now as well. But yeah, it's one of those things, like, it's like any game. If you think of tier 2 like an expansion in any game, like when the next expansion comes out, you have to reprogress your gear, and that's what's going to happen now. People are going to complain that, what, that feels like a job to do this or to do that. Nobody makes anybody do this. Nobody makes anybody prep for new content. However, by doing it, you set yourself up in the best possible way. Now, the people that moan about how it feels like a job and how they don't want to do this and they don't want to do that are also the same people that are going to complain that the game's full of whales and you have to spend lucent, you have to do everything, because they're not going to be ready. And they're going to try and trade their gear with tier 2 epics that drop from dungeons, and they're going to see the prices on them and they're going to be upset. And it's kind of the circle of MMOs. I think that's one of the things that made me stop making content a long time ago, is just the overwhelming amount of negativity that people have towards a game, but they will still play it. Like, they will hate every facet of the game, but they will still play it and expect the game to flex to them and tailor to their needs, and it just makes no sense. And then you've got people that will comment just to call you out on things that you've said. Like, so everything that I say comes from playing on Korea since last December and the current state in Korea. So if I say something, it's based on experience. If I call somebody out for questioning that, 9 times out of 10, they don't have a valid source of. It's an opinion. I think they will have this, or I think they will have that, as opposed to I know what they have. So on this here, it says dimensional contract tokens 1. So people are assuming that that means 2-star dungeons will have a dimensional token 2. It's never existed in Korea. The only time we got a new dimensional token was when Talandra came out, and we got a complete new token. But before that, 2-star dungeons have always shared the same dimensional contract, the dimensional token. It's always been these. The difference is that they go to 450 instead of 300. Now, this is one of those points where I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for AGS to decide that doesn't fit the Western player base, they're going to be restricted to 2 dungeons a day, blah blah blah, and they change it and they give us a completely different token. That would be amazing, and I hope they do, but I don't see it happening. But I can't plan on hopes and dreams. All I can plan on is what I know to be true. And unlike the vast majority of people that will comment shit on videos and stuff, I play in a guild that's trying to be competitive and wants to be one of the top guilds, so I don't have the luxury of not being ready. So any hypothetical situation is what we play on. So all of my prep is based on my experience and what I'm doing to prepare for what may happen, or what we already know is likely to happen. I could be like everybody else. I could just gatekeep the information and not share it. Like, there's a reason why multiple people aren't making content on prepping for tier 2, and why people don't want everybody to know the best ways to get ready for tier 2. Because in this game, your edge comes from your gear and your numbers in a lot of situations. So it's not in my best interest to share that information. Yeah, if you can find the post, let me know, because I'll quite happily go in and do an amendment to the video. I've not seen anything from them that suggests that it will deviate from the Korean setup. I'm gonna get full inventory soon. Oh, fucking wrong way around. I don't remember where the nearest one is for this. It's down on the left. So that is not the same. Yeah, that's a completely different system, and that's something that's looking like in Korea as well. So that's not the 2-star dungeons. What they're referring to there is a replayable dungeon basically that you can just keep doing as many times as you want. The same as challenge mode is replayable in that same sense. You can do as many as you want. So maybe people are getting that a little bit confused with that situation, but that's not what that refers to. Um, but yeah, it's something that they're wanting to put into the game because the Western audience likes to run dungeons. So being restricted, I mean, you can run them as many times as you want, but you're not rewarded for them. That's the problem. Um, so I think even having dungeons that just rewarded like soul and maybe upgrade materials or stuff, not necessarily gear, but replayable ways of farming upgrade materials would be something people would like. But I don't know. What they actually come up with is a completely different news to me. What we're fully expecting though is that 2-star dungeons will come out, and 2-star dungeons are the tier 2 dungeons, however, without the tier 2 loot. Because they said they want the community to catch up and they don't want people to feel like they're behind. Now, the vast majority of people don't have fully fleshed out builds at the minute, so transitioning to tier 2 just makes you feel like you've wasted a lot of time. So I think what they're going to do is give a couple of extra months. Oh, did I do all my contracts? I thought I had more. That sucks. Okay, back to farming. Just farming some mastery. So if you didn't know, the mastery food and the mastery books stack. So it'd be nice to get those to 14 because I'm behind on where I should be on mastery now compared to other people in the guild. Gonna do the next round of world bosses and then I'll be finishing the stream. top guilds in Warcraft over the years. I've played pretty much every competitive MMO there is, and I've always strived to be the best at what I do. So I want Throne to be an MMO that sticks around, because I think we're plagued with poor MMOs at the minute that just don't last, and that's an issue, because I feel like I'm constantly investing time into a game for the game to then die, and it's just a waste. I think Throne's got a good backbone of a game, and it's got a really good development team at the minute that are listening to the community and making the right changes. Korea has come a long way since it launched, and I think that that's only going to get better with the Western market as well. And yeah, masteries are pretty important in the long run. You'll get there, like you'll get your masteries anyway, but again, it's leveraging that little edge. Oh, you're a dick. That's my mob. You're gonna run off now and leave me to kill it. So we're gonna do Dark Destroyers as a guild, I'd imagine. Nope, not today. I was reading comments on videos. Where did I get to? You guys joining the Ember server after we're not sure what we're doing. Like, honestly, I don't think anybody has a plan at the minute, because we don't know what the game's going to play out like. But yeah, I mean, other servers are definitely something that we're considering. This game week, I think it's too late to watch up. Nah, it's never too late to start this game. It's, if anything, because of the way the prices are and stuff, it's easier to catch up now than it was to start, like the second week, for example. Game's in a good place to catch up. Arena 2, great sword daggers. That's why I don't do Arena. It sucks. It really sucks. Without melee evasion, it sucks. There is a PvE guide for this build. It is on the channel. It's this build that I use. The video is me playing while I was sick, and it is the most cringeworthy video of me playing the game ever. It's terrible. I think I must have been playing on latency or something in my head, because I missed pretty much every block or parry that I could. But it is there. It shows you the build. It shows you some AoE pulls and stuff, but you can overpull on this build pretty easily. The only reason I'm pulling small on this build tonight is because I'm just chilling. It's easier than paying too much attention to what I'm doing. Skill run, quest log, what combos use it? In solo PvP, a lot of the time I use my normal PvP builded. I literally haven't found a really good 1v1 build. There's something that me and Cammy have been messing around with. It's quite interesting. It's basically the same as the PvP build that we use, but you put you put ankle on there for the grounding, and the idea behind it is you sleep them, you dot them, sleep them, you use karmic to extend the dot, and you ground them to remove their ability to defend, and then you one-shot them basically. But it's an all-in build and it's a bit shit. Orca are doing damage on the server. I'm glad that Orca have pulled their finger out and they're doing well, like they're actually doing stuff. Have they grown a lot? They were 2 guilds when they were on here. Or they were just building the 2nd guild when they were on here. I mean, I think I'd feel a little bit bad if we chased Orca just to fight them. I think the next real big moves are going to come around any server merge announcement. Going there. Ah, so they've got 2 guilds again now. Similar to us then. Yeah, I think that once we get like an announcement around server merges, that's going to be where the big shakeups are. Ah, they've allied as well. Yeah, so it's a 4 guild alliance. That's gonna suck. So when we were on Khazar and we had synergy with their 3 guilds and then their alt guild or whatever it was, Orca were in their alliance originally, and they were the bane of our existence because Orca are really good. They know how to play, and they basically played as a full guild flex. So we were constantly fighting a full guild as our flex squad, and it was rough, really rough. And then we had Synergy's numbers in front of us as well. I literally can't grind in here. There's nowhere to grind. So the thing that you need to know about Orca and about Fufu in general is Fufu's lovely, like lovely person, but he feeds on the energy of drama. He did through BDO. He loves drama. He loves drama more than he loves PvP. He'll do anything to cause a fight. And it's hilarious because some of the stuff he comes out with is great. But yeah, Fufu likes to cause drama. Yeah, you can't take anything that Orca say as like truth. They just spout shit non-stop. fun though. He loves PvP, but he's said it numerous times. He loves the thing that he likes about these types of games, and that he liked about BDO, is he loves the trash talk, and he loves the chaotic nature of like big alliances and being able to talk shit and just stir things up. He likes stirring the pot. He said it himself loads of times, and got nothing but respect for him in what he's able to do, because he riles people up. But it's funny. It is funny. I like Fufu. But I'm also that person in PvP that, like, out of my entire feud list, when we were fighting Orca, it was completely empty. There was nobody on my feud list except for Fufu, and that was it. And I made a beeline for Fufu in every single fight. I did the same for Apples in Synergy as well. I think with Fufu, it's never meant with bad intention. I've never known him, and this goes back in BDO as well. I've never known him to do anything out of a malicious intent. It's all meant in fun and games. All meant in fun and games. No, we're not allied with Sin at all. We're allied with us. This is our only alliance. We don't play well with others. We were allies with pirates originally on Khazar because we knew we were going up against Synergy. But then when we all kind of split different servers, pirates went to their own place to call their own home. No, I missed my curse because of that knock. This is going to get messy now. It wouldn't fucking hell, nearly died there. It wouldn't surprise me. Although to be fair, it depends. It depends what they could do against us. There's 14. I mean, as daft as it seems, like we're not a big guild, and there was always talks of us only ever being one guild in the future, and whether or not we, depending on how the community grows or doesn't, whether we revert to one guild. The main thing we're interested in is the Riftstone, Boonstone, and inter-server Riftstone and Boonstone. We're not even bothered about Siege. It's just the first Siege is too good as a guild not to be a part of. But as a whole, we're not overly bothered, which is why we're not creating like a big alliance for the Siege to make sure we get the castle or win the Siege or anything. I don't think anybody's bothered. Like, if we win it, great, but if we manage to hold the defense against the server, then great. It'll make for some good content. But I don't think it would take a lot on this server for them to win, for the rest of the server to win. I think a little bit of coordination, a little bit of organisation from the other guilds, and I think they would find it relatively easy to win. Because at the end of the day, there's only 140 of us, and that is not a lot of people to hold a castle. This is pretty shit for PvE anyway. Yeah, without an alliance, it's going to be hard. I mean, the thing to remember about Siege is we've got 4 plunder points to defend. 4 plunder points with 2 guilds. That means that basically our flex squads are going to have to be able to hold plunder points. Nyx's flex and our flex are going to have to be able to hold a plunder point each. And it's going to be easy to overrun us. Really easy to overrun us. Like, we're good, but I don't think we're capable of holding against the potential kind of numbers that we could see. Ooh, lucid. But we will see. It will be interesting, and it will be posted after it. Good evening. I'm not focusing now, and I keep getting broken out of my combo. Seven minutes until the event. That was a big curse explosion. No. I mean, if you think I'm going to kill him for you, you're sadly mistaken. Yeah, I think the problem. Stop pulling mobs through. I'm not killing your mobs for you. The problem with Talus at the minute is guilds need to work together. There's some really good guilds, some really strong guilds that on their own are really good to fight, but the problem is that unless alliances are going to be made, they're ending up fighting amongst themselves. And there's a lot of times where they just end up fighting each other. Like it could be seen at Bellinder as well. And that we're capitalizing on it as a flex squad really well. Where we notice a fight that we can third party. Oh, what just happened there? It's fun though. I mean, we're having fun at the guild events and Dominion and stuff. We're having a lot of fun in general. But I think we could be having more fun. So when I refer to Flex Squad, if you watch the video on Bellinder, you'll kind of get an idea for it. But there's a group of us, or there's two, or I think there might be 3 groups, maybe 4 groups of us that are part of obviously the 2 guilds, but we don't play with the main ball of players. So our role isn't to stay with the main group. Our role is to create flanks, cut off reinforcements, pick fights where we can take positive trades. So like, as a group of say 24 of us, if we can take a fight with the whole guild and we can kill at least 24 if not more of them, in an ideal world we want to kill double and go 2 for 1 at least. If we can do that, then that guild can't push our main ball anymore, and it removes a threat. So that's our job. We scout bosses, we take fights on bosses on our own versus other guilds when the main ball's not there. So one of the reasons why we're able to do the things that we're able to do on Talus is because while our main guild or our main ball of players is doing peace bosses, for example, our flex group's denying PvP bosses. And we're just, it's basically a group within a guild that does whatever's needed. Scouts places, goes to different places, denies bosses, delays fights, delays pushes. It's my preferred kind of playstyle because I get to do a bit of everything. And I don't just have to stand in a big blob of people and throw skills out. Takes a specific kind of mindset as well though to play. Well, that's not good. I can't look at chat at the same time as do this. I only needed 2 mobs. There we go. I'm going to mute the sound so you shouldn't be able to hear Discord while we do this. But you'll hear me talking to people when I'm talking to them. Sad to see there's an Isle 1 Guild of Sun and so on. Yeah, it's strange. I don't get why they won't kind of play together. I think it's a bit daft. Like, for the benefit of both the guilds, they would do better. This sleep looks juicy. This looks too juicy not to do. I got it. I cover you, don't worry. That was disgusting. I'm fucking slowed. I'm pushing up. There's not up. I can get a sleep on the guys at the bottom if they're coming. No, they're not. I'm bad as fuck. A server transfer is definitely on the menu. In fact, I'll put Discord on, fuck it. You guys can hear it.
Jesus, disgusting.
Fucking paladins.
What do you have?
What?
against paladins?
No.
Many people on.
They're probably
East?
spawning in north, yeah.
The thing I have against paladins is I crit them and it does no damage anyway.
Oh.
Crit them for 322.
Yeah, and then that's if I do crit them because they have infinite endurance also. So like,
I mean, Judgment Lightning do hit them for like 2.5k sometimes.
Sounds like an inferiority issue.
it is.
Hey, help us, what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
I've been here, but I've talked to a friend.
Hello, motherfucker. Oh, shut your woman. Wait, heathen goblin there?
Is it a female friend or a male friend?
No idea. All I know is Pity and that person had a punching fight at Saradome.
Oh, the
Yeah.
one who was beating.
Yeah, well, yeah. When Pity started
Right.
beating women.
To my
I see it.
right.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
Am I right or you're right?
That's a
I'm
nerve.
going through the
Oh,
gate.
behind,
Going
behind,
through the gate.
behind,
Go to-
behind. On network, on network.
Heal,
Sip,
heal,
sip,
heal,
sip, sip,
heal.
sip. Going,
Yeah,
going.
I'm hitting it.
I'm with you, gang.
Hitting all this right now. They're low, boys. Move in.
Yeah, plus barrier. Keep going. Just W.
Once you push that double back up to the spawn, there's a load of goblins
Yep.
there.
I guess are different people, I think.
Yeah. Probably.
I was like with Stickly.
You prefer being with someone not in a voice or the fight? Okay.
Okay, double back to the respawn.
Yeah, so.
It's because like when deep in on these guys.
Oh, I see them. I can go
Okay,
to
we
these
rolling
goblets
for the
barrier line.
destroyer, right? We rolling for the destroyer. Who wants it?
We spam F and whoever gets it gets it.
I guess so.
Sounds pretty cool. What about pink here?
I
This guy stop.
actually don't really care who gets it.
Oh, this guy's cute.
But
He's
rolling is not a good thing because you always have like maybe a random or like enemies that try to come and get it. So you just spam and get it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't.
very cute. This guy did 3k to me. He's like, I can kill him! I can kill him! Oh,
I lost my team. I'm coming back.
Why, yes?
Wow, fast. Wow, so
On
fast.
the right side of the teleports.
Oh, damn.
Sipping over it.
Thank you. Fucking great souls, man.
I'm being pulled!
The fuck was that?
what's a great sword's motto? They're great!
Actually, it's like Grace was the hardest.
That's the best
Weapon
thing
of
I've
the
heard
game.
all night.
I'm gonna say the hardest class in the
It
game.
definitely hits the
Yeah,
hardest, that's
it's
for
like
sure.
so mechanical, bro.
It hits very
It's
hard.
mechanically demanding. I've played it.
It's,
It's-
can you imagine,
it's
like,
difficult.
What do you need to do
I
before
think
you
crossbow is
make
the
it?
hardest to play.
You need to press
Oh,
the
you
button,
opted.
Token. Good job.
Do you know what I've noticed about greatsword players? When they miss their stun, you can genuinely see the concern.
Panic.
That-
Crying face.
They
What
panic,
do
they
I
don't know
do
what to
now?
You can see,
Yeah.
you can see the panic in their eyes.
Eli.
No,
Yes.
but you will stun and you will stun again and then you will stun again, and if you miss all of three you just run away and you don't care anymore.
You stun again.
Like, understandable. Have a nice day.
He
Yeah,
stu-
yeah.
he- no. He stuns again because the cooldowns are off.
Oh.
Did it the other day,
This guy
literally.
stopped shadow striking me.
Fuck me. I'm being killed.
No.
Me and greatsword did
That guy
save me.
wasn't the problem.
Yeah, I did it the other day, like perfect
Like
roll,
a
3
Mimo
stuns, and then he fucking
Oh
killed
shit,
me.
there's love here. I see your base coming.
You know, I'm running around here.
Coming back networks.
Where are we
Exactly.
going?
Yeah, I'm here.
Like, what's the plan?
Nah, I hate Flash Waiver. Hellman is so useless.
But yeah, honestly, like, if you just want to combo somebody real fast, like, instead of stunning, just shadow strike.
I'm dead again,
Bruh.
network.
I was CC'd.
Checking this
I'm up the hill,
crater.
boys.
Oh,
Mega last
fighting,
stand
we're
here.
fighting Star. Me and network are fighting Starlight, by the way.
Where are you guys fighting?
Whatever, let's go.
Outside the respawn point.
Ah.
Go
left
top, go
hand
top,
side.
go top, go destro, go destro. Guys. Go top.
Oh, there's a
destro.
lot of
Coming back
people in
now,
this
like-
crater.
Yeah, I'm
Not
trying
spawning
to
till
hold them.
Wait, where is
I
it?
have looted.
Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Shari, come top.
We have big sleep on this rock.
Shari, Vex, Speedy.
Oh, this is a lot of people.
What did you boys run, by the way, Eli and Nish?
We're in the crater next.
Right there.
Oh, in the crater.
Coming down to you, boys.
Yeah, I see it.
I see health potion there.
I'm flashing.
Hi.
Very
Hello.
there.
Slagging around.
Flashing again.
Hello.
I'm being
What is-
pulled.
You're bashing. You're bashing.
Oh my! I fucking did. I needed another life.
What the fuck was that?
I was waiting here for you, funny.
Get Oh, Mish, come to me.
I mean, if
In
I
the
come, I
favor.
die.
There's a big group on the hand in there as well.
If you don't come, you might die.
Okay.
We arriving now.
Come up, Crater.
Moving him. Again.
Over here.
Oh,
Oh, line of sight. Somehow. I don't know why that's line of sight.
Whoever just died to that guy, I tried to save you. I apologize.
I've not got my freaking trinket on.
If they see me, they fucking see red. What the fuck?
And don't die.
yeah, like before, like people like
Oh, I'm
10
fine.
plus people on Rebel. They saw me pass by with the immunity. They just like all came on me like.
Look, I'm 20 meters away. They just forget about Rebel.
Save me, boys, save me. I've not got my PvP thing now.
Okay. Fuck these guys.
On the handing number 2.
I am.
I think I failed. I can barely play.
Oh, this guy's bow greatsword. He bound me. Someone killed that guy. I bound him. That fella. Ah, fuck you. You tried to greatsword me, but.
Is this one of them things where like two people hug? It's like, haha, I got you. No, it's like, no, I got
Yeah.
you.
He bound me. I bound him. We
I
just had
hugged
a
you
fucking
first.
Strafing off.
How the fuck are you not
Take
dead?
the destroyers. There's
Yeah,
a lot
take
of
the
randoms on this
Yeah.
destroyer.
You
Which
are
one?
so lucky, Gillies.
The bottom one has a lot of random damage.
I'm going to the one next to top.
I don't think I can save you this time.
I'm gonna just go left side. Right there.
There's a whole kill.
Alice, come on, Mish.
Yeah. I'll let
Fuck
it
you.
Can you... which one's
Yes,
close?
so many randoms
Can
here.
you
Who'll take
help with the bottom?
We are on west side of Greater. We can come to the other one. Let's go to the other one.
Which
I'm
one?
just getting mana bear.
So they
East.
pick 'em.
We're going to east of no, south of Boomstone.
Okay, help me, sir. Okay.
See the Boomstone.
Oh,
There's,
near
waypoint
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's a whole guild on it,
Oh no, I see it.
but they're
It's
not
on the ground.
keeping it.
We'll see
What the
Share
fuck?
Eve.
They didn't take it. They just...
we can kill them.
They didn't take it. Okay, that's fine.
You
They
got it?
killed the mob.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they killed the mob and didn't take the...
I got you.
Okay. Rebel, where are you?
I'm stuck.
Rebel, I need you.
North of Crater. North Crater.
Okay, come south of it. Or we're gonna come there. I don't know.
We're
Why am I
kind of
stuck?
fighting at the moment.
We have both destroyers now. I see Mish and Pity. Yeah.
Dude, they killed it, but there were like 2 of you there.
Head south.
They ran
And then
away.
didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Probably didn't
Oh, yeah.
know, so.
Fuck.
I see
Okay.
Alec. Yeah, come outside this great wall.
Going from inside.
I look away for 1 second and he's dead.
Kill me because I'm stuck.
Whole guild is chasing me.
Yeah, Bastion, going.
I go.
I'm going to the big whole
Audi Quattro. That guy's a car.
Really?
they're at like waypoint. They're at
A
like
lot of the waypoint. Holy
A
shit.
waypoint. We just TP to
full
waypoint now.
guild, full guild.
If you TP,
I
you
can't,
lose
we
destroyer.
can't TP to waypoint, you know.
Just run.
Like 2 of us, we can't really TP, and there's a lot
Oh,
of...
there's a lot up here. There's a lot up here.
Oh my
wait,
god, that's
yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
I don't even know who to
They're
attack.
just running
Who do I
though.
attack?
That's annoying.
Who do I attack?
Oh, still stuck.
Is this
Safe
still in
zone?
the zone?
Yeah.
It is? No, it's still in the zone.
Oh. I'll try to sleep there. Slip, 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 big slip. Get him. Bound.
How come they're sitting in the little dark?
I got him. Got him.
Back down, back down, back down.
Oh yeah. Kill device first. Wait, Andy Pandus. Yeah. I had
Changed his
Andy on Koren. I think he got banned, man.
Well, Pandy Panda, whatever his name was.
Yeah, the Pandy Panda, the original one. And he has a new account.
The one with one bow.
He's,
Big sleep.
I have more friends and it's so, you know, I was curious because
Yeah, it's
I usually
one
check-
of my best so far.
I usually check the who's
Try
offline
to
for
stun
too
on
long.
them.
Yeah.
And he was
Let me
offline
ask
for
him.
unknown.
Where is he?
And now I see a different account.
Feels bad, man.
Kinda sus.
Wanna go on this?
Kinda sounds like a script triangle, if you ask me.
You know, I'm sure it's
I literally
maybe-
asked him. I got him on DM.
I mean, what else do you get banned
Maybe
for?
Maybe I don't see.
Yeah, well, you just get your gold taken off.
I will not ban.
I got
like,
great sorted.
Yeah, but will you continue on an account that is like
Oh, true, true, true. I see what you mean.
correct?
Yeah, but he didn't really have any OP gear. He was just melee evasion. So even
Yeah,
if
it
I
was
don't know.
good
Me and
level,
Pity, were wailing on it at one point and he didn't die.
He,
Okay, fuck, take
he,
it.
he,
What's
was,
this one? There is one.
he was your contender.
Come.
Trust me.
I mean, I do know. I was actually talking to him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. He's the closest person I fought to you rebels.
I would
He was very tanky. Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows his skills.
Okay, what the fuck is it?
There's a few at the respawn, but I don't know if you're on
Yeah,
the
but
first waypoint or
no
not.
protection. Yeah.
How about the TP? Maybe we check the TP now.
Wait. Or maybe Identity. Identity is Steven here. Probably people coming.
Ah, the head. Yeah.
Some at the boonstone.
Maybe it's just Heaven's there.
But you're the reserve.
I got great sword following me.
Following you.
Yeah, he's following me with protection. It's hello me.
Yummy, yummy.
Hello me. It does it all the time. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, go to Portal 1. I think.
Heaven's behind us.
Or
Oh wait, wait,
oh, I see
wait.
a lot. I see a lot.
Oh my god, that's like...
There's a lot of
Waypoint,
waypoint.
a lot of
Yeah,
waypoint.
yeah, a lot.
Oh, is this
Wait,
flash
wait,
right
I'm going
there?
from behind. I'm going from behind. Wait.
I'm coming.
How did you get all the kills?
Dagger passive.
Taking order.
I legit only got 2 of those. That's like crazy.
I mean,
It's 2 more than me.
It makes you feel better. I got none.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, let's talk about this.
I
Roman.
don't know how many they are. Like, you get from different just-
I still didn't see the big. There was a big downbreaker.
Wait, where'd you go? Oh, you're still there.
Oh,
It's here. It's here.
Nice.
Actually, no, there's a few here on Portal 1. It's some other group though.
You're a bit far away.
Yeah, we're with it. Oh, there's someone on the
Yeah,
left
just
over
over
there.
here.
I think they see
Some
me.
stuff to kill here.
Under
no.
Eclipse. Hello, sir.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
They're all running.
I mean,
This is bad.
I don't know what kind of movie this is, but like, legit, it's like we show up, we're like the big bad bear or something like that.
Hey,
Isn't that the
Yeah,
narrative
it's-
we always have?
fuckers.
What the fuck is that?
We're the
It's
big
not
bad
really-
boys.
Yeah, just running.
What the
They
fuck?
instantly freaking
Vanilla
silence.
sucker.
Huh? Excuse me?
Vanilla sucker.
That's like, what the-
Listen, this is an under 18 channel.
That's his name, man.
Hope it's not.
Yeah, mentally for sure.
First
have,
beating
uh,
a woman and now talking
I
about.
know, right? Yeah, beating women and fucking started over and now vanilla sucking. Oh my.
That's a bit sus.
Life's hard.
I mean, if you're under
Yeah.
18,
So
It's
is the
Dickens.
vanilla sucker apparently.
Not only life is hard, apparently.
look on the bright side. If you're
So
under 18,
vanilla.
you're less likely to be called a pedophile.
Do we have,
Ah.
like any mine? Do we actually have any minors?
Not really.
To be honest?
Less likely.
I don't know.
Less likely.
Oh wait, there's a few up too.
I do like the people that preemptively go stealth as soon as they see us, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Those are like, huh? Okay.
I mean,
Safest way to play the game, isn't it?
imagine playing a get out of jail free card.
To be fair, I do the same in Dominion now because every time I see a bow dagger, it's pity.
Huh?
Rude, yeah.
You literally hunted me for half an hour the other day in fucking Akidu Valley, and I only knew it was you because it shows you when you kill me as a friendly target afterwards.
Wait.
It's okay. He
Wait,
kills
who
me all
is-
the time.
Oh, it's Vex. Oh, man, I didn't hunt you. You just fucking popped up out of nowhere. Like, fuck.
Yeah, well, I'm choosing to go with the narrative that you hunted
Also,
me,
I
not the
do
other
a
way
lot of
around,
I
okay?
do a lot of damage on you.
You do.
Not gonna lie.
You literally destroy me in 2 seconds, it's unreal. I'm not sure if I didn't have dodge roll or something on,
Oh
but
my god, that's Nurma.
It's
That
horrible.
is obnoxious.
That's
as
a
fuck.
crossbow player. I'm being pulled.
That one.
You're good, you're good.
In the crater. 2 people.
Oh, sorry, they're just hiding somewhere, or they just left the event.
there's gotta be
They
somewhere.
only come on Desert Caravan.
Where?
Oh, turn in just below. There's a few Dawnbringers. They're all immediately turning around.
Dawnbringer? Yeah, that's what I was looking for, man. Yeah.
I wonder what their comps are like. Oh my god, the snakes!
Run!
I see Mish! Rah!
Oh my god, it's
And he's
so
got his
close.
destroyer.
Fuck's hitting me? Oh shit, they've just all come to the from behind us at the
I'm like a fucking anime.
handing.
And here comes Speedy. Fuck Speedy, right?
Yeah, fuck that guy. I don't like him anyway.
Listen, there's been a shift recently.
At the
Really?
respawn. There's a
people
ton
are,
of them at the respawn.
switching sides.
Goblin.
We can
Yeah,
go
because they got all panned.
Let's go respawn.
Wait, what is the syndrome? Stockholm syndrome?
We've given them all
Can't-
Stockholm
can't
syndrome.
say it's that.
Can you come here, please?
Haven't done
Right,
anything.
I'm gonna get a sleep on these soon.
Anyone?
Where are you?
Pin 1. Southern Crater.
Pin one, what?
We're in Northern Crater right now.
Wait, how the fuck did you lose?
Towards the handing, pity.
I didn't lose. I went to save someone, and then no one else came. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'm stuck here.
I hope we're having it all on because it's fun. Or is it not?
I mean, yeah, it's fun. I
Oh,
guess.
north
Oh, there's
here
so
turn
many
in, there's
respawns.
like
So
15,
many respawns.
20 maybe.
Because
I mean,
we
Come,
are
come
like
respawn, come respawn, we're going in.
I just did
I don't
no
know, right?
damage.
I'm going in. Left waving.
Hitting flash waves as well.
Where is the damage here?
It's okay. I'm sure I'm not moving from this spot, so eventually they'll either come here or not.
Because
Only
there are
tanks
just
alive.
tanks like the 4 type. Oh, there's crossbow one. Right, so right,
We're
good.
coming. Are you
Wait,
in here?
You are coming. You're the only one going.
We're fighting here for
I
like 2
flash
minutes.
waved. I flash waved again.
And they're dead.
I'm gonna get a sleep up the ramp.
I mean, look at the respawn. See this 3 damage?
Okay,
Go
so
up the hill. Go up the hill.
Yeah, but that was.
Because everything else is just fucking cleaning. So
I
this
actually don't know where anyone else is.
this was at least a little bit fun.
Where you guys? Are you north?
Up, up the hill above the respawn point.
With the reason.
Uphill, above the roof.
Ah, there's only
Okay.
two people. Left.
Anyway.
We're going down the hill now.
Fuck, they're great sword. No. Oh, I'm stilted. Rebel! Rebel!
If only you was here in the crater.
There's
so
our
it's okay.
Listen, listen. I shouldn't be here.
Yes.
Rebel, please.
Yes, you shouldn't.
Funny, do you have a heal? No, you shouldn't be there.
I was
Funny,
helping my
heal me,
party
bro.
member.
Oh, 56 points over there.
Oh yeah, we should go to the 50 points. Yeah, fuck that 50
Come-
points.
No,
Come
we're
here.
also winning this.
No, you're fine. You're for like you're
Let's
alright.
go. We got this.
Yeah, but you don't want me to move my fat ass like I'm slow.
I mean, what
I'm
is faster?
following him. He's
What's faster?
Listen,
run
there's
away from
there's
you or
so
you
many
can
here.
walk
You don't understand. There's so many.
You're faster than me, even in more. What's your excuse now?
There's many people here.
Okay, they all have a lot of HP. I
Yep.
don't know who to hit.
You got it.
Hello, motherfucker doesn't know. He's dead.
I'll take one away. A waypoint.
I'm dead.
Nah, respawn. Nah, respawn.
Respawn.
I'm
respawn.
stealth.
Are we going for them or?
Kieran's here.
Okay. I am now here.
Look now there's many even passing by you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're just
question.
respawn.
Going.
I don't have his. I don't have
On me,
his,
on me, great sword. Nice. Great. Good timing. Good timing.
Welcome.
Let's move up to respawn. Let's go.
Who's dodging me? What the fuck?
It's not me for a change.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Is that the same angle? Go for it.
No, I got
What
interrupted.
kind is?
I'm gonna go Datica. Yeah, like, he's not a paladin.
skinny. Oh, he's too far away.
Winning mango.
Some of these names are very creative.
The red button.
I think this Audi Quattro guy has the best name, I'm not gonna lie.
Wasn't there like something I saw a couple of days ago, like slutty fluter girls or something like that?
Really?
I don't know what the name was. It was like something like that.
I
was like, what
managed
the
to
fuck
get the
name is
damage
that?
because I avoid them, but also I don't curse explode into block a lot of the time. That's one of the main reasons why we struggle against them is hitting into block.
Yeah,
Wait,
they're
where are you?
arcane.
What the fuck are you?
Are they?
Easy.
I mean, they have
That's a lot.
protection.
Look at this one. Look at this
I'm
one.
fucking out of sight. See how many have protection.
That's a lot of people.
Actually, a few who doesn't have.
You have Bastion.
Okay, come in, spawn, boys. Come in, spawn.
Okay,
Kill everything.
I threw my flash wave in the tree and I killed the mango.
Oh my. Not the mango.
Well done, you killed a fruit.
Point two.
Right point.
No, you said point two-handed. A waypoint handed. Okay, okay. I'm going. Network, where you at?
Wait. I'm here.
I'm the far away from the waypoint. Like I don't think 2 minutes is enough to even
Yeah,
reach
fine.
Where are you?
There's only
What do you
two.
want to know?
I'm flying. Hello, motherfucker, and clean. Okay. Mish?
Come back here.
Mish, can you turn right, please?
So many people.
Right.
I'm underneath you.
Mish doesn't have a steering wheel right now.
Okay. Well,
That's
I'm,
all
Steering
I've
the
got.
boat.
I'm locking onto this group.
Did you pass you guys? So
Yeah, hello, motherfucker, in the clean air.
well, you still show. Oh, okay. Like for me on the minimap, you still like near the respawn.
Oh, nice one.
That's good cleanup. Back to spawn. Oh, they're just streaming out. Oh, the shit.
Oh, fuck right.
Wait, the respawn is north.
Nah, it's like every time P goes invisible, I can't fucking.
Call
find
me daddy!
Call him.
Who's
If
running
everyone's
away from
calling
him?
It's baby
calling
Fano.
him?
Who is this person?
Daddy.
I'm looking at the map. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Token! What the fuck are you doing, sir?
What? They're going on for me? What the fuck?
I'm turned to help you and you abandon me. At least try and fight. You just literally is running away. Call for help, motherfucker.
They are telling me when I'm dead.
It was token,
Oh,
right?
spawn,
It was
spawn.
token.
Go spawn. Holy shit.
Wait.
Oh,
I'm
10 people running on me. I just
Just
ran.
ask for help then. We were there. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yo, they're hiding in
back
the
to
tent.
spawn.
They're hiding in the tent.
I wrote it.
Yeah, they're hiding behind the
Where's
tent,
that?
boys. To spawn.
Yeah, it's okay.
Pretty sure this constitutes bullying at this point.
I mean, if they don't want to leave spawn, we have to go to the spawn, you know?
Who's hiding in the tent?
Who?
All of them, mate.
Oh, look, he's
send
right
some
here.
worms
Wait,
there.
I'm
Go,
going.
go.
I'm going.
The world's
I mean the
biggest
tent.
sleep
Right
bomber.
there.
He
That-
just left one. Look, now he's in. Now he's in. Look. What's his name?
We need mango.
Erniel, see?
You say anal sex?
That you're hearing only bad words from me.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
it's-
like
I think
I'm
it's a
hearing
problem.
what you're saying. That's
I think you're like hearing the things that you wanna hear.
You've got
Oh,
issues.
maybe.
Oh,
Maybe that's
on
the
Mish.
case.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah, good.
Going.
By the way, what guild did Clean NF used to be in, by the way? He's in Goblins now. He didn't
He was
always-
guildless, no?
Was he?
I don't know.
I see a lot of movement, like people just
Yeah.
everyone's condensing into goblins.
There's a lot of drama and moving around. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've heard about the drama in goblins.
Yep.
Some people
There's
left
drama
or
everywhere at the
Because,
moment.
yeah, because of the loot.
How
Yeah,
about the
and
drama?
Yeah, there's loot drama with
The one loot they get every month, you know,
something.
yeah?
Have loot drama.
I don't know, with the Turks, apparently.
How the fuck do they have loot drama? They need loot to have drama about it.
I mean, that,
It's a good point.
NA has different type of drama. Canon is zerging again.
Yeah, Cannon's the fucking drama.
I shared the video.
I'm fucking
with the
surprised if
drama.
he's gonna get
Yeah, I
that.
watched
Oh,
that.
you mean
It's
that
pretty
recording? You mean
Yeah,
that
yeah,
recording?
it's really funny.
Is it bad? Is it bad?
It's
Can you,
funny.
can you send it? I wanna.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, there is a lot of downtime in the combo. Well, I say there's a lot. There is and there isn't. There's ways you can fill your combo, but there isn't. There doesn't have to be a load of downtime. Hey, thanks for joining. Oh, I don't have a Discord now. SNS great, so it's in a really good spot. Really good spot. Need to climb and kill rankings. My kill ranking's shocking. I've not played enough. Cracks me up when people call me a no-lifer on YouTube. But I have like the lowest activity in the guild. Not even ranked on the server. Like, yeah, I don't play enough to be considered a no-lifer at all. It's fun though. It's fun. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some other stuff. I think we caught up a little bit.
Hold me close till